Last month, builders from across the galaxy gathered at Brickslopes to display their best LEGO Star Wars models. And today we are looking at the 5 best Star Wars displays from the convention. At number 5 we have The Streets of Mos Eisley by Mr. Bookie Boo on YouTube. For me, this model did a great job of cramming in all sorts of neat little details without making it feel too busy. It does a great job of capturing the feel of Tatooine. Here we have some Jawas with a little droid shop there, used droid parts. As we come around, you can see that we have Greedo and another familiar character there.
It's a trap!
With his own shop. And then on the next level up, there's a really cool use of the classic bacon strip flag. And just some really nice texturing and detailing on all of the walls here. I love all of the little machine-like details, the greebling. And in this level we actually have Mr. Bookie Boo himself at the balcony of the window. But my favorite part is the tiles, kind of the grill tiles there and the arches. I think they look really neat. Overall, I just love the way that this turned out. It's a small model compared to a lot of others on our list today, but it does a great job of capturing the feel of Mos Eisley. At number 4 we have the Eye of Aldanhi by my friend Daily Dose Bricks on YouTube. Daily did a great job of capturing this scene from Andor. If you've seen it before, you will recognize a lot of the different portions here. I love the way he did the water here with kind of a cutaway so you could see some of the things going on down there. Here's kind of the room where they have a lot of the gold pieces used here for the things that were being stolen from the Imperials at the time. And then out front we have a lot of the villagers gathered here, so you can see some more common style minifigures. They're gathered to watch kind of the light show, the Eye of Aldanhi, which is an event that happens for them, I think, yearly. But it's really cool, so he's captured that pattern in the sky, and it looks even cooler at night. He has it all lit up. And then I really like the way that he has the water lit up as well here at night. Anyway, really good job of doing faithful recreation of this scene. Taking the 3rd spot is Imperial Base on Sornesta by TJ the Brick Ride on YouTube. I love the hangar TJ has here with kind of the smaller ships that look like they're used for land transportation on this planet. And then he's got some really cool looking plants here with the pinks and the greens. They look awesome against the grays and blacks of the Imperials. But one of my favorite details is actually they're brushing the teeth of the Sarlacc pit there, which I think is hilarious. I love to see those types of details in these models. They make for just a really fun thing that you can do with LEGO. But he's got that really cool large ship in the background there that acts as kind of a landing pad for the Imperial shuttle, which is a neat idea. And then he's got some smaller crafts here. It looks like they're actually salvaging a TIE fighter that's crashed into maybe this lake. So overall, a really cool model. Taking the 2nd slot is the Death Star by Brick Plumber. Brick Plumber does a great job of capturing all sorts of little details from A New Hope and includes some details of his own. You can see the hangar here where the Millennium Falcon was brought in by the tractor beam, and they're kind of scoping it out. A bunch of stormtroopers rolling through the hallway. One of my favorite parts of the entire build is all of these hallways here with the classic Death Star lighting scheme. I love the way that that looks. And then on this top floor you've got a lot of things going on there, different minifigures. Love the chromed out C-3PO there. And then just some more hallways with all of those classic Death Star lights. Darth Maul hanging out there for some reason, and then Disney characters. But overall, just some really fun stuff going on here. And again, I just love the way those lights turn out in the Death Star hallways. Just a perfect recreation. You can kind of see just how massive this thing is. So many levels. Here you've got Obi-Wan Kenobi turning off the power of the tractor beam so that they can get away on the Falcon. And then, yeah, here's just a really good view of how large this actually is. So, really huge build. He's packed in all sorts of different cutouts and scenes here, as you can see on the back side. Getting a little closer look, you can see some of the rooms. So the stormtroopers are hard at work here doing something with that power block. And then they've got their gun here that the gunners are manning and aiming, turning around, different things. Of course, you've got the classic arcade room with some Pac-Man game, X-Men, some of the classics, you know, you see in the Death Star. And then just some more hallways. I love this, Darth Vader's meditation healing chamber. And then this might be one of my favorite rooms, where you've got the Emperor and Darth Vader giving commands to a lot of the higher up Imperial officers. But then this is a pretty funny room. You've got all sorts of villains from different parts gathered together around this table, which I think is pretty hilarious. Just some more control rooms here for the Imperials. And then coming around to the back side here again, taking a closer look, here's just another kind of angle through that room. Here's the classic scene where the Ninja Turtles are in the Death Star, but actually you got Luke and Leia swinging across to the other side on those balconies while the stormtroopers shooting at them. And then you've got, of course, some classic construction going on still. The Death Star is never quite complete. They've always got something they need fixed up. Here you've got a cafeteria with just all manner of random named characters from other franchises. And then this is a really cool room where you've got the trash compactor with just some random Lego pieces. Overall, great job. Before we get to the top slot, I have to give honorable mention to a couple of my other favorite builds. First here we have First Order on Caravan Moraband by Brendan. Brendan did a really good job here. I love some of the colors here on his build. Kind of a color palette you don't really see except for on maybe Genosha in LEGO Star Wars, but he's got all sorts of ships out here. But one of my favorite parts is inside the temple. He has these really cool looking pillars that look old, and then some statues, maybe Jedi statues. He's got a janitor there cleaning up, which I think is kind of funny. But I love the way he went with this build, and it's kind of a unique build I wanted to highlight. I also have to give another shout out to TJ the Brick Wright, who builds always Star Wars. Here he's got a custom spaceship here from Star Wars that I think just turned out super cool. A very large ship that has a hangar that can accommodate 4 smaller ships there, which also look really good. Kind of an A-Wing style ship, I would say, that it has as its fleet. And then it's got a really cool healing chamber here as well, with some perfect characters that would fit just perfect in the Star Wars universe. The color scheme's awesome, and I love the thrusters here. Definitely honorable mention for this one as well. I also want to thank everyone who has subscribed to this channel. We are getting so close to 1,000 subscribers, and it really means a lot to me that you have taken the time to subscribe. If you haven't yet, I would really love it if you'd subscribe, and I truly do appreciate it. And in the top spot, we have TideBreaker Station by Clinically Bored TJ, Dallin Powell, and Colton and Siarra M. As you can see, there's quite a lot going on here, and this is really just such an awesome creation. You've got a huge mountain that a base has kind of been built into. It's a rebel base. On the outside, you can see some cool things going on here with the sandy beach there against the waves. I love the way that they've captured the waves in kind of a unique fashion here with some slopes. And then they've got an awesome custom Y-Wing model here on a really neat looking spinning base there. And I love the way that they have that train track used so they can have kind of a mechanic cart come around. As we move around the side there, I love the nod to the outpost for the rebels at the top there. Here we've got a little Bacta room, a kind of healing chamber with a medic droid and a couple people who need some healing. Some type of golden eggs there open up. It looks like maybe some of the bird eggs or their local animals. And then you've got a really awesome looking hangar here with another one of those Y-Wings. Up top you've got some really cool lighting done here with some awesome looking displays. Some of those are custom 3D prints of some of the holograms there, but they really do look awesome. Perfect use here. Up top you've got a crashed TIE fighter with some fire coming out of it, and some of the local people up there it looks like. And then they've really leaned into mechanisms here, so you can see a lot of things going on the back. TJ was kind enough to tell me about the build, and he showed me this awesome feature where they can actually hit that lever on the side and make the pulley there move and go across the hoist there, I guess, the lift. Really, really neat to see. In here they've got an awesome rendition of kind of the snow speeder type ship, which looks really, really good. I love the way they've captured some of those angles here. I love the doors there in the back and just all of the different greebling on the walls, the piping and different things. Just looks so awesome. Here they've got some type of Clone Wars type aircraft, it looks like. They've got a clone, maybe an older clone pilot in there that's crashed and a little bit worse for wear, but looks like things are going okay. And then in this little cave here you can see there's a golden idol from another movie franchise, so kind of funny. I love the way they've used these stingrays to capture some of the kind of local flying animals in Star Wars. Those are fit just perfectly in. And then they've got this really cool kind of control walkway here, and just kind of a cool nod to something you'd see in Star Wars. And then Sabine Wren's doing some of her classic artwork there on the side. I love that. But overall, just so cool. They've got this awesome gunner station that spins around in more ways than one and just has such a cool effect, really captures the eye, draws people to it at the convention. There were so many people who love this. I love the local plant life here, and then the beach is just such a pretty color too. Everything just works so well together. I can't say enough about this build. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more awesome LEGO Star Wars creations, check out the video on the left. And if you want to see some other epic LEGO creations, check out the video on the right.